Hi, this is Bruce Dean. I'm the co-founder of Black Bear Diner. Um, we've been in business since 1995. I want to tell you a little bit of history of our company and how we got together and how we formed it and what our vision was when we did start the company. I co-founded the company with my friend and partner Bob Manley and his wife Lori Manley. Back in 1995, they owned an art gallery called Black Bear Gallery. That's it was all about wildlife art, bears, and various things. And I'd been in the business forever since I was 15, and had all the operations around a restaurant and how to do it and the menu I wanted and all of that. Yeah, but I didn't have an idea for it. And so I got together with Bob one day and he thought about it one night, and we came up with the name Black Bear Diner. And what we did is we took the art that was in their wildlife gallery and put it all around the Black Bear Diner, created what kind of a cabin themed environment, lots of natural woods and colors and and again the pictures everywhere. Put a jukebox in there, kind of an old fashioned jukebox. We were thinking we were kind of a step back in time where people could enjoy a meal and enjoy the company, enjoy the service of of an old time family diner. And so that's what we did. We created a breakfast, lunch, and dinner concept predicated on all these things and wrapped it around great food. Again, I've been in the business forever, and I felt that our customers would want and enjoy old fashioned family food, is what we called it. And basically, big breakfast. We have big portions of food served on large plates. We make much of our food homemade. We make fresh biscuits every morning. We make fresh sausage. We make corned beef hash every morning, pancake batter, all of it. There's just no shortcut to the level of success that we had in mind and what we wanted to share with our guests. And so, starting with food, um, we did that at lunch and dinner. Dinner, we made our own pot roast and meatloaf and baked prime rib every day and baked fresh muffins. And so, anyway, you kind of get the idea that the food was the heart of what we were offering, and we felt proud of every plate that we put out, and still to this day. There again, I believe there is no shortcut to success in this business. It's not to the freezer and pull out a box or to the walk in and undo a package of food. We make much of our food and still do that today. So when a guest comes into a Black Bear Diner, whether it's in Little Rock, Arkansas, Seattle, Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, wherever. The food is the same. The food is served in large portions. It's fresh. It's great. It's beautiful. I believe in really having food that is well presented and colorful. Um, Obviously, what we see is what we eat. So the food was great. Obviously, we wanted to just put it with great service, and to that end, we've empowered our employees to and our team members to just be themselves. So our servers to introduce themselves and have a great time with our guests, and just again looking back and just again being themselves. I don't want them going through a rote introduction of themselves. I want them just being themselves. So we want our customers to enjoy our great service and our friendly staffs, and we really do have that. I mean, many of our employees have been with us for many years, and I think they just enjoy the atmosphere in which they work. Again, the music's always going, and it's a kind of restaurant that somebody in a three-piece suit can come in, and somebody who just got off a job can come in and just enjoy themselves. So the food and the service in an environment of the family cabin environment with a lot of the rich colors and carpets and again the music and all of that. So cedar everywhere, just like in the background here. This kind of the cedar that's on this wall behind me is the cedar that would be in your diner. And so people find it very comfortable. It's something we've been able to duplicate across the country. Most of the diners that we have built over the years, and we're up to 145 diners as of we speak today, have been remodels of existing diners, existing brands. We've converted a number of brands. When Bob and I started this thing, we didn't have two nickels to rub together, to be honest with you. We each had like $20,000 that I sold a boat, and Bob sat there and got some money out of a retirement plan, and we put our first Black Bear Diner together. And we did that by converting an existing brand, and we continue to do that. We've built new ones, and but we can also convert any number of other brands, second generation restaurants, to Black Bear Diner, and we've done that very successfully over the years. We couldn't have done it any other way. We just, like I say, we just didn't have it. So anyway, whatever you might have out there, we could probably take a look at. So I want to talk about franchising, the values around franchising. For one, we treat our franchisees as our partners. And we started franchising in 2003. So we're going on 20 years of franchising. We've had great relationships with them over the years. I want them to be successful. I never ask our franchisees to do something that we don't do ourselves. We own our own restaurants as well. And I know how hard it is to make a dime. I know how hard it is to spend your hard-earned money. And again, we won't ask you to do anything that we won't ask ourselves to do, which I think is very important. Just cooking and putting food out every day and having great service and great employees, it's not easy at times. And so we understand that. And so we stand tall with our franchisees. So, and we've always said, they've got, all my franchisees have my cell phone number. They've got our leadership team's cell phone number. I'm chairman of the board now. I'm not CEO anymore. I'm CEO for 25 years. And so it's lucky for me that I don't have to do all that all the time, but each of our franchisees has my phone number and can call me anytime with any issue. So, lastly, again, your success is our success. We want you to be successful. We understand that you're putting your family's livelihood on the line when you sign a franchise agreement with Black Bear Diner. And Bob and I always have felt that your success was so important to us that we would do whatever it took to sit there and work side by side with you at times, to sit there and get where we needed to be. So you need to know that this kind of company that you're thinking about joining at some point, you've got all of our support. And one thing we kind of do, and just important, is that we believe in getting ourselves and our franchisees together at least once a year in a kind of a tropical setting, if you will. So generally every year we've taken our franchisees to Hawaii, and we have a 3 or 4 day meeting there that all you have to do is just get there, and then we've got it from there. And we have meetings and get-togethers and fun and just enjoy each other. And to that end, we've been very successful in our relationship with our franchisees due to this closeness, these meetings, these fun times we have together. We let our franchisees bring their families, and we just enjoy being in the same place together, which kind of reflects the overall relationship that Bob and I's vision was when we started our franchise business back in 2003. So that's kind of the history of the brand, and I hope you kind of get a feeling, a little bit of the company that we are, and that how we want things to be. It really just all boils down to just giving what our customers love, giving them what they love, what they need at a reasonable price, a great value, treating our employees like they're gold, which is so important, has always been important, but so important today. and building this relationship together. So thanks again for listening to me, and hopefully we can talk soon. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you for joining us today to learn more about Black Bear Diner. I'm Anita Adams, the CEO. As you heard from Bruce Dean, we have a unique story that has continued to be the foundation of who we are today. It is why we believe we bring something special to our guests, the communities we live in, our team members, and our franchise community. The last 2 years have only further validated the strength and guest love of Black Bear, as well as the resilience of our franchise partners and team members. We are enjoying an incredibly strong recovery and have resumed our growth both from a corporate standpoint and with our franchise partners. I would like to touch on some key milestones for Black Bear Diner. As Bruce shared, the story began in 1995 in a remote mountain community in Northern California, and within a few years caught the attention of not only the guests, but also restaurant investors. And the first licensing agreement was signed in 1999, followed by launching the franchise platform in 2002. We opened our 30th diner in 2006. And in 2015, Nation's Restaurant News named Black Bear Diner as the fastest growing family dining chain. In 2016, the company brought in the first private equity investment, and that set us on our current growth trajectory. In 2017, we opened our 100th location, and NRN once again named us as a disruptor in the family dining space. We embarked on our eastward expansion in 2018 and celebrated our 25th anniversary in 2020. We have a timeless concept that has been resonating with guests for more than 25 years. The Black Bear Diner experience. What differentiates Black Bear is what we refer to as our cabin hospitality, coupled with our unique decor and our wow food. We consider ourselves an experiential brand, and the last 2 years have shown us that restaurants are so much more than just feeding the stomach. The experience and authentic communication that our teams deliver was grounded in the very first diner that was opened. Rolling forward to today, we continue to focus on providing a superior guest experience, and our guests tell us that we are delivering based on our industry-leading guest sentiment scores across the system. Our diners truly look like cabins, incorporating bear carvings, which I would note are still being carved by the same gentleman that Bruce and Bob first encountered. He now has an operation in Washington, and we keep him plenty busy. We also have signature murals that were designed by a local artist. Another recognizable branding element is our jukeboxes, which add to the ambiance and the fact that our diners feel very much alive. The exterior of our diners and our iconic signage and totem pole bears draw a lot of attention. We are incredibly proud of our menu offerings, not just the abundance, but the quality, particularly our proteins. We are actually cooking in our kitchens, and our guests give us credit for that. So what do? Really, it's the abundance and the quality of our food and our menu that sets us apart. Key homemade items include our fresh squeezed orange juice. We're also baking biscuits and cornbread muffins throughout the day. We have house-made sausage patties, meatloaf, pot roast, salad dressings, and desserts. We believe the differentiating factors I just mentioned drive our value proposition, which has allowed us to avoid discounting. Our menu is delivered on a newspaper format, just another unique twist, and the full menu is offered all day. We have 3 very strong day parts. Breakfast sits at a third, lunch at a third, and dinner a third. We feel Black Bear is uniquely positioned at the intersection of family and casual dining, really somewhat a category of one. We believe the best attributes of both the family and casual dining categories are reflected in our offering. Our family-friendly atmosphere, the classic All-American fare, 3 strong day parks, and all without the aggressive discounting. We believe we compete head-on with other casual diners through those quality offerings and our atmosphere. We have focused the past couple of years on the best way to meet each of our guests' needs, for those dining in our 4 walls or those enjoying Black Bear in the comfort of their homes. We have meaningfully grown our off-premise business over the last 2 years and believe this will continue to represent a strong revenue source. We have focused initiatives to balance the needs of off-premise while protecting the guest experience in our diners. We've tailored menu offerings for takeout from the introduction of family meals. We offer curbside pickup. We've introduced patios and outdoor seating. Many of those were rudimentary in 2020, and we've now circled back to create permanent patio spaces. We've also modified our prototypical design to incorporate these features, addressing operational and guest challenges associated with the off-premise business. These design changes include dedicated kitchen lines with KDS, separate pickup window areas for off-premise as well as the patios. The result is reduced congestion in our lobbies and the removal of bottlenecks in our kitchen. We've also turned our attention to technology investments that will further enhance the guest experience, including touchless menus, pay at the table functionality, and server handhelds are being tested. These initiatives are aimed at speed of service and throughput to support our ever-increasing sales volumes. We've also further invested in deploying best practices and utilizing our back-of-house tools around food cost and labor scheduling that have driven meaningful cost savings. We're not looking to take anything away from our guests, rather focus on opportunities to reduce costs by simply being better operators. The labor market has no doubt been tough, but we believe by continuing to foster our culture, paying industry-leading wages, offering enhanced benefits, we can continue to attract and retain talent. We launched a new e-learning and communication platform called Bears in the Know in both English and Spanish as we look to set our teams up for success and increase engagement. Given our growth plans, these type of initiatives are even more critical to build and develop strong pipelines of talent. We are excited to return to our growth plans and open both corporate and franchise diners. Our latest corporate opening in Brownsville, Texas, as well as our latest opening in Ventura, California by one of our franchise partners have opened incredibly strong, and we've been able to staff with great teams. So we're very excited for this upcoming year as we look to open 6 additional corporate diners and anywhere from 6 to 10 on the franchise side. We are proud to announce that all of our partners have weathered the pandemic, and we had only 1 diner closure for reasons unrelated. Our approach during the pandemic was to provide significant royalty and marketing abatements, not deferrals, but abatements, to ensure the long-term viability for our partners. It was critical that we would all come out and survive the challenges of the last couple of years. We were shoulder to shoulder, and we're incredibly proud of everybody and where we sit today. We actually believe we're in a stronger position coming off the last couple of years. The culture that has been fostered at Black Bear Diner, first by our founders and our franchise partners, and now by the next generation of leaders, is what will ensure our continued success for the next 25 years. We truly believe and daily reiterate the need for us to fiercely protect our culture and what makes us unique. We recognize the diversity of our workforce, which we believe only deepens our culture. We continue to have a presence in our communities through various programs, including youth sports. We also became the official family restaurant for 6 state high school sports organizations covering 2,900 high schools. This is only one of several programs that are covered by the National Ad Fund. We focused our philanthropic initiatives through our long-standing relationship with Make-A-Wish, as well as supporting the Nicaraguan farmers who grow our coffee. These farmers are predominantly women, and by investing in community projects, we hope to make an impact for their families. This past year, we also raised funds for 3 bears that were hurt in the wildfires here in Northern California that were under treatment at the Gold Country Wildlife Rescue. These efforts and our community involvement are all embedded in our culture and incredibly important to our teams and our franchise community. Thank you for your time. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to Chad Corrigan, our VP of Franchise Sales and Development, to talk specifically about our growth plans and our franchising offer.
Thank you, Anita. I'm Chad Corrigan, Vice President of Franchise Sales and Development, and I'm talking to you today about Black Bear Diner's growth and expansion. The culture of Black Bear Diner, along with our unique guest experience, has generated quite a bit of demand for our diners. Unsurprisingly, serving guests our wow-sized portions and quality offerings in our comfortable cabin-themed restaurants is something valued by our guests in markets across the U.S. This is driving our new unit growth, and as you can see, has resulted in consistent expansion over the years. Aside from a slowdown during COVID, Black Bear Diner has grown its unit base between 10 and 20% annually. As we enter 2022, we have rebuilt our pipeline to return to that historical range. Our growth has been a fairly even split between corporate and franchise, and that is a pattern we expect to continue. We have great multi-unit partners that post-COVID have stepped right back up and committed a significant number of units over the next 4 years. Today, our 145 diners span 14 states. However, we've identified immense white space opportunities to support franchise expansion across the U.S. On the corporate side, we are focused in markets on markets in Texas. We really wanted to demonstrate the transportability of the brand in markets outside of the West Coast and Western U.S. Texas has been a great example of how this brand translates to consumers across the U.S. Today, we have 8 company, 1 franchise location in Texas and see the potential for many more. Our goal is to continue expanding eastward. I live in Nashville, and I'm looking forward to the day we introduce the brand to Tennessee and other Midwest and Southeast markets. I know the consumers will love the menu and the brand. We want experienced franchisees to grow the brand in these markets. We're looking for franchise partners that understand the dynamics of their local markets and understand restaurants. In line with our culture and values, Black Bear Diner aims to be the franchisor of choice for any operator or franchisee. We're not only providing a proven investment opportunity, but supporting franchisees with world-class systems that truly provide the guidance needed along the way to be successful. That will include help with site selection, design and construction, all the way through the pre-opening and hands-on training throughout the grand opening and the weeks following. In addition, we have a great operations team, marketing team, supply chain, and technology teams that provide ongoing support as you operate your diner. One of the things that makes Black Bear Diner unique and something that guests appreciate is that every diner is just a little bit different. We love the opportunity to convert second-generation restaurant space into a Black Bear Diner. This allows us to get really creative in how we bring the brand to life in a community. Our goal is to be a reflection of the community and operate with the feel of being of locally grown, not a larger regional chain. One of the unique things you'll see is a custom bear package that has a unique theme. These are hand-carved bears that represent something the local area is known for. Additionally, our flexible footprint allows us to adapt our brand components in a wide variety of sites. We have developed a prototypical ground-up option, in-cap options, and can work with franchisees to maximize the space while minimizing the investment. As shown in our item 7 of the FDD, our total investment, including fees and other costs, ranges from 1.1 to 2.1 million. That's a great investment range for a full-service 3-day part restaurant. We've also adapted to the consumer demands of the day. We have incorporated things like off-premise to-go staging and a separate cook line for third-party and to-go ordering. Incorporating orders seamlessly with the POS and KDS system, we are working hard to maximize the space in order to capture that new line of business. That just gives you one example of how we're kind of adapting our design, remaining flexible for our franchisees. Here's a snapshot of our target requirements for being a franchisee. We're really looking for folks with 1.5 million of net worth and $500,000 of liquid capital. This ensures you've got the right capital structure to not only build and open the diner, but have the working capital to operate in that first year. We're really targeting folks with previous restaurant experience and maybe that operate other brands. We're looking for folks that really have a passion for the Black Bear Diner brand and culture. As our franchisees can attest to, we have a bit of a unique family feel with our franchisees. So we're looking for folks that, really are looking to be a part of the Black Bear family. We're looking for folks that are involved in the community and have the ability to mentor and motivate staff. As mentioned before, our initial investment is about 1.1 to 2.1 million. In addition, you'll see our competitive royalty and advertising fees. If you're interested, my contact information is here. Feel free to reach out via email or cell phone. This is just a snapshot of the leadership team and the experience we bring to the industry. As you can see, we're very excited about the future of Black Bear Diner and the potential for this brand to move coast to coast. We have an amazing support team, an amazing group of franchise partners, and hope that you'll reach out to join us. On behalf of the team here at Black Bear Diner, we say thank you for your time today. I hope you learned a lot about Black Bear Diner, our expansion plans, and franchising with us. Please feel free to reach out. I look forward to talking with you.